Look who's back. You got Garrett in the house today, boys. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. It looks like something exploded in my shop. It is messy, messy, messy. Please don't fall. I need you today, big time. As you guys have seen, actually, I'm just gonna pick up. We got an E46 Supercharger kit, and I'm pretty excited about it because I've really enjoyed keeping this car OEM, and now it's just gonna be OEM plus. I'm just making this car as OEM plus or good as I can with keeping the stock feel. That's kind of the point of the car. And it's obviously a dedicated track car, so nothing that we're doing here is just gonna be, you know, for the views and just for TikTok or something. I legitimately need more power, especially if I have 4 people deep, but also it's just gonna be a more fun way to enjoy the car. I've drifted long enough to know that like 190 horsepower, 150 maybe even. Not really fun all the time. So, we're supercharging it, boys. VF Engineering makes a, basically they adapt the Vortec supercharger to the car, and we're gonna be installing that today. Who knows how far we'll get, but we got Garen in the hizzy, so we are gonna get it going. Initial thoughts?
Confusing.
All it is, belt-driven turbo, air, that's it.
And a lot more.
So the way this fits on here is pretty interesting. Unlike you'd normally see, a turbo would be forward facing with the intake, but this is not gonna be forward facing. The actual like compressor housing is going to be facing this way, and so you'll see the back of it the whole time. Now the cool thing is it's like dry carbon, but the alternator's gotta go through here, which makes it kind of tricky. Over the hose, under the hose, over, under, yep. Yeah, look at that. Hooray. Look at that. I'm gonna probably switch to my phone for a sec so you guys can see a little bit better. My phone can zoom in a little bit more and has a little bit better low light stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Damn! Okay, so a lot of people don't show this online.
A lot of people do not be showing this online.
Got the pulley. Got the, there's a bolt that came with it.
So it's gonna come with this pulley. There's gonna be another pulley with the bolt through. It bolts in right next to the supercharger, so it'll be right here next to it. There'll be another pulley, and you use the stock bottom bolt. You take it out and you put it in this one because it's longer. So there'll be a spacer behind this that you'll be able to find on the pulley itself. And you're gonna use that big giant bolt that comes with it. And there's a black spacer. I don't know if you guys can see
big
it.
Spacer.
So if you guys look at that black spacer, you guys can see.
There you go. But now the supercharger's on, and that is how you at least install the supercharger. Now the only complex part is gonna be trying to get some of this. So we're gonna get the tubing on, and it's kind of silly, but they make you ship off your ECU, so I won't be able to get a first start. Actually, I probably could start it today. And we also have to extend the MAF sensor, but that's pretty easy to do, so. So we got a bunch of it installed today. This is going to be the end of part 1, I suppose. Everything went on. It fits nicely. It fits very, very tight. It's kind of a plus and minus. It was very hard to get on, but once it was on, like, it is not moving, and it's like it's OEM. My one complaint really is the intake system. I filmed some stuff a few minutes ago. I'm gonna go back. The one caveat I think so far about this kit is for something that costs $5 grand, the fact that it doesn't, so like here we go, hold on. So this is the MAF sensor. First off, it doesn't actually come with a coupler or, you know, slide into there. And if you do want a really sick coupler, good thing they give you this dryer exhaust stuff. So that's really cool. Like, I don't know, like paying $5 grand for a kit, I would expect to see not this with it. Another issue is this is a really cool intake filter that they gave us, but there's no freaking place to put it. I could, in theory, maybe mount it like here, like right now. I went ahead and put exactly what wheel and tire I'm gonna be running, or same spec, so I could know what it's gonna look like full lock. But like, dude, there's like no, I tried to mount it like here. That's literally as far in as it goes, and that's how close we are to the tire. That's definitely not okay. It does not fit anywhere in here. It doesn't fit anywhere in here because I wish it just like somehow like, you know, fit here, you know, like that'd be sick. Or somewhere else, but the headlight is in the way. Another option was to cut up my really expensive new headlights and do like a battle eye through one of the eyes, but I don't know if I, for one, feel like making that, spending the time, money, and effort, or just figuring out a temporary other solution from here. So the biggest issue is I really don't think I have a way to use this, which is a bummer because this is a really nice part of the kit. So I'm gonna have to end up using this. I'll show you why this is just so stupid, but like, I mean, I could go to Summit or something and buy some more stuff, but it's like, dude, I don't know, you pay $5. It's like, that's your intake. That's your $5,000 intake, buddy. Whoop-dee-doo. I mean, it works, right? But it's kind of goofy. I don't know, I might have to just in some way, tie it to the bash bar or something. That's also not a great idea because it's just a weird thing. I don't know, it's very odd. So I'll probably put my MAF about right here and then make another pipe or something, and then. So I did end up actually making the intake part, and it's really, dude, it's really embarrassing, dude. Like, I spent a lot of money for a kit to have it. I don't know, I guess it doesn't look awful, but now that you know what it is, it's kind of silly because I actually had to use my own intake right there. As you can see, it's down there. It doesn't even, that dryer stuff doesn't even fit in, around, or with, you know, the thing that is supposed to be their intake. So really odd. I ended up having to just use another intake that I had sitting around. I actually have it vented. Imposter. I do have it vented down here. Obviously right now I wanted just to see how it fit, but I would like to make an aluminum little tray thing that goes around this. I don't really think it'd be that hard. Make a little pipe that goes around it and just make sure water doesn't really get into it, and then just bolt it to the crash bar, which is super doable. It's just goofy, man. Like, it's definitely not moving. It can't go back really anymore because of the tension that this has, so it's not gonna fall out. This is full lock, so worst case, it's just gonna bonk this. If it rubs a hole in it, I'm kind of screwed, but there you go. That's my intake. It's kind of ridiculous. MAF is back here. Kind of got it out of the way. Looks kind of nice. All the stuff you see, it's like, it fits very closely. One thing that I don't necessarily, are not a huge fan of is, I'm gonna, for some reason, the stock power steering line is not going to work with this. It's barely too short, but I need to actually run a cooler anyways. So it's like, I suppose bittersweet, but it's fine. I really hate the intake down there, but aside from cutting my super nice headlight apart, I got really no other options. So maybe someday we'll make a battle eye or do something along those lines, but that's a lot of fabrication. It's a lot of plastic work, and that's like kind of specialty. So that is the install for today. I'm pretty excited. I mean, it does look super cool. It looks OEM is what I like about it. I mean, you're gonna open this up. A supercharger just looks interesting because, like, for one, the supercharger's flipped around, so you can't see it super well. But, you know, there's not a huge turbo sticking out right there. Now it's just like, what's this, like, belt assembly over here? Oh yeah, oh, it's a massive, I say massive blower. It's not gonna make that much power, but it's pretty sick, dude. Jump scare, Evan Shanks jump scare, whoop-de-doo. Was gonna give you guys some daily advice like this, but I'm gonna turn it around. I want you guys to know that things in life happen for a reason. You'll make a lot of investments, you'll make a lot of choices, you'll make a lot of changes, and it's all just, life is a big painting, right? It's a big picture. For me, this car represents a year of my life. It's cool, whatever, but I'm gonna end up having to move on from it. This car represents a few years ago when I was having, a lot of success on YouTube. This car represents a massive failure of not having, the best job being done with my employees, and also just sending it a little too hard. This car represents irresponsibility. And this car represents patience. I mean, it's like this, I'm using cars for example, but guys, everything that happens in your life, everything you do, every choice you make ends up being a part of you somehow, right? And it ends up helping you in some way. If you let it, or if you realize it, there's lessons to be learned with anything and everything in life. Anyways, we're gonna say goodnight to the cars. That's my life advice. I hope it made sense. I'm kind of frustrated and I don't know what I'm doing right now. So I gotta figure some stuff out, and I'll update you guys on what happens next video. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are ready for Party Wagon V2. Galera is currently painting the fenders, and I'm about to cut some rear fenders there. And it's gonna be sick, dude. So thank you guys for watching. Love you all.